Welcome everybody to my first episode on my brand newly dubbed Freeze TV. Here we get the cold hard truth. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a different topic because everybody's so hung up on this wushu flu, the Kung flu, the Chinese coronavirus. We're not going to talk about that. What we are going to talk about, however, is an effect that seems to be running prevalent with this wushu flu. And that is the rise of communism in our country. So if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned because we're about to get cold with it. Okay? So last night, while I was getting my trailer worked on and I was looking around Twitter, okay, and I noticed I've been noticing some tweets by PETA, you know, the People for Ethical Treatment of Animals, and I voiced my opinion. You know, they're saying that, you know, eating meat causes pandemics. And I simply stated that, no, you fruitcakes, it doesn't. Okay? Got into a big old argument about it. And then pointed out that disease from meat has only come about in the last, I don't know, say 50 years. Because people have introduced steroids and antibiotics and chemicals into the animals that they are growing for meat. You know, steroids mainly so they can grow bigger animals. Well, one thing led to another, and my account got limited for 12 hours because I had a differing opinion than somebody else. Alright, so basically, I'm being censored. And that is at the heart of communism. Okay? And I got thinking about it, and I noticed that a lot of people that are for communism, like here on YouTube, you got Carlos Maza, that fruitcake. All these people that are for communism, what they don't seem to understand is actually what communism is. Okay? Now, I grew up during the 80s. Okay? I grew up at the time of big hair, big metal, and communism, okay? And what these people don't seem to understand is communism bad, very bad, okay? A lot of these young people that are in favor of communism probably don't remember the Berlin Wall. They don't remember the Iron Curtain of Russia, okay? I have not now, nor have I ever been a fan of Russians, okay? Why? Because one, I grew up during the 80s, and number two, I used to watch the movie Red Dawn. The original, the good one. Check it out. Patrick Swayze, Steve Thomas Howell, Charlie Sheen, Jennifer Grey. Great movie. So anyway, they don't understand exactly what communism is. And we're going to examine communism today, and we're going to inform them exactly what communism is. Now, I want you to keep in mind, these are not my opinions, these are facts. These are historical facts, okay? Communism is very bad, okay? I can remember hearing stories of people that tried to defect to, I think it was West Berlin, and were getting captured and thrown in prison, okay? Under communism, Russia had food lines, bread lines, you know, Cuba. Look at Fidel Castro, okay, a very oppressive leader. Censorship, secret police, military on the streets, you know, it's not good. And, you know, everybody, oh, communism is the way to go, it's the answer to all the questions. No, it's not. Because under communism, the government can literally come into your home anytime they want and take anything they want. Okay, you own nothing. It is all owned by the government. Like for myself and, for myself and anybody else lucky enough to be a homeowner, you don't own a home. You don't. The state owns it. You don't own a car. The state owns it. Okay? All you young people, if you want a taste of what communism is, then you let me know in the comments below. Okay? And I will buy you a plane ticket to North Korea. Okay? I'll buy you a plane ticket to North Korea or China. Okay? Both of those I know are still communist countries. Okay? And you can look up some facts on North Korea. All right, guys, you've got 10 government-approved hairstyles. This hairstyle that I have right here, although my hair looks like junk, is not approved by the government. Okay? All you little soy boys that like your long hair, that's not allowed. Okay? They cut your hair. I know in North Korea, if you break the law, you are sentenced to prison under the 3-generation law. Meaning, you are in prison, your children are in prison, and then their children are in prison. Now, once your grandchildren have children, they might be able to get out of prison, okay? We're talking forced labor camps. We're talking prison sentences. We're talking you cannot own a car. In North Korea, the only people that are allowed to own cars are government and military officials. All right, there is no iPhones. There is no Android phones. You get government-approved phones, basic flip phones, and they listen to your conversations. They use those phones to track you, to see what you're looking at on the internet, if you can even get internet. Okay? And heaven forbid you try to escape that and get caught. You are thrown into prison, either, prison or executed. All right, this is the truth about communism. It is very bad. Okay? Everything thing that I would like to point out is communism has fallen at in every country it's ever been practiced in, save North Korea and the People's Republic of China. Okay? And we all know what's going on with China right now. Okay? North Korea and China, I know, are still two communist countries. One of the major countries where communism was rampant, Russia, that fell. It's no longer a communist nation because they see that communism doesn't work. Capitalism works. Okay? All you little liberal leftists that, like to run around and spew your garbage, protesting and taking videos and all that crap. Well, you're taking videos on a brand new cell phone, a smartphone, Galaxy or iPhone, whatever you might have. You don't have that in communist countries. You don't have the right to gather and protest peacefully, supposedly. All right, you could protest, and then they're going to march in with troops and break it up, okay? And you're probably going to wind up dead, okay? You don't have the ability in a communist country to badmouth its leader. That's a death sentence, okay? You don't have the luxury of running around doing what you want, saying what you want. No. You don't have the right to be homosexual or non-binary or lesbian or trans, okay? And that's just not in communist countries, okay? Look at Muslim countries. They're beheading Christians and throwing homosexuals off buildings to kill them. And if this is what you want, like I said, you let me know in the comments below, and I'll buy you a ticket to China or North Korea. I'll gladly do. I'll even do it first class. I will buy you a ticket first class. Okay? Communism is not an ideology that should be practiced in the Western world. Okay? It is not good for us. Okay? We are a capitalist nation for a reason. We have very lucrative trade. We have an infrastructure that brings us money. Okay? If you have a problem with the country, okay, fine. I have my fair share of problems with the United States. I do. Okay? I don't agree with everything Donald Trump does. Do I like him as a person? No, I don't. But you have to admit the man is doing good for the country. And even a lot of people that have voted for Barack Obama, they're now turning their vote to Donald Trump. Okay? And like I said, if you want to do something to change the country, fine. Do something to change the country. But make it productive. Don't try to install a socialist or a communist government here, because it just won't work. Okay, and there are too many patriots in this country that will not allow it to happen. Okay, they will take up arms and they will fight it. I'm one of them. I don't want to live in a communist nation. Hell no. Communism doesn't work for me. I like my free speech. I like my right to have guns. I like my freedom to worship. You know, I like no cruel and unusual punishment. I like no unlawful search or seizure. You know, I'm all for, no slavery. I'm all for it. But in a communist nation, you are essentially a slave. You can work 12, 14, 16, 18 hours a day and you have nothing to show for it. The government gives you what they think you need. And all this talk about free health care and free college, yeah, that's all well and good in theory. But in a communist nation, it ain't going to happen. Okay? The common people are a very low priority. Police, military, and government officials are the top tier, and they're the ones that are going to get the free health care. Okay? Not you. So, I challenge anybody, okay, anybody that's watching this video right now that doesn't agree with me, I challenge you to find me an instance where communism works, where the people are happy, the country's perfect, and communism hasn't fallen. So you find me an instance of that, and I'll embrace communism. It ain't going to happen because it can't be done. Communism does not work. So, as I said, all you, leftist, Democrat, liberals, I got no problem if you're a Democrat. Okay, I voted Democrat for years. Okay, I even backed Obama when he was in office. Now I back Trump because he's doing the best job for the country, keeping it communist free. Yeah, do that. Seriously, I want you to do that. I want you to look up an instance where communism has worked. Like I said, the people are healthy, the people are happy, the government has lots of money, and everybody's taken care of. It's a utopian world, okay? You find that, you let me know in the comments below, and I will embrace communism. Okay? Excuse me. Now, with that being said, that's all I got for this edition of Freeze TV. I am Michael, your host. I'm glad you joined me this far. Be sure to like this video if you learned something. If you didn't, I know there's going to be some people that give it a thumbs down because they don't agree with me. But like I said, look up what I said. See if you can find it. Okay? Right down here below, go ahead and smash the like or the subscribe button. Turn on all notifications so you get notified when I upload a new video. Comments down below. Anything you want. Show ideas are more than welcome. And like I said, if you can find an instance where communism has worked, be sure to put it in the comments and link it so I can look at it myself. Okay? But anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you for joining me. Hope y'all have a nice day. Stay safe, stay healthy. Remember social distancing and stay at home.